Alright, and welcome back to another video. This one is a big one. Honestly, when I saw this, I think I had about maybe 2 minutes before I pre-ordered it. It was announced, it was on a website, and I went and snatched it up because I thought this thing was going to sell out in like milliseconds. It did sell out. It is pretty much sold out at this point. I think the last website you could have gotten it off of was actually Second Sight itself. That is the limited 4K edition of Drive. Now, I'm very excited for this one. I haven't seen Drive in a long time. I think I purposely avoided it because Refn's follow-up, Only God Forgives, was kind of disappointing to me at the time. I remember kind of wanting another Drive, but also not being familiar enough with his work to expect that nothing else would be like Drive, especially since he didn't write Drive. And then Refn kind of won me back over with Neon Demon because I thought Neon Demon was fantastic. I actually think I said that was my favorite movie the year it came out. And then he made Too Old to Die Young, which I'm still in the middle of. I don't know if I'll ever get back to it because it is painfully slow. But I think Drive is the perfect middleman of all of them. In fact, I think it's his cleanest movie next to maybe Bronson or Pusher 3. Because out of the Pusher trilogy, Pusher 3 is my favorite. I think it's the funniest by far. So I think Drive is kind of a phenomenon. For one thing, it kind of ushered Refn into the American consciousness. It kind of made Ryan Gosling an even bigger star, even though he was a big star because of Notebook. I think Drive kind of took over the cult status, so all the dudes started to think he was cool and stuff like that. And also, I kind of feel like this is one of two crown millennial films. Like, there's always 3 or 4, maybe 5 films that are brought up when millennials talk about like the films that defined us in the early 20s when we were, in our early 20s. And I personally, I think it's Scott Pilgrim and I think it's Drive. I think those two, no matter what, they are inescapable to my generation. Yeah, I'm unfortunately millennial, so if you want to unsubscribe, I totally understand. So, I think Drive has become sort of part of our vernacular as far as crime films go. It's got this neon coolness, and anyway, I'm not here to review the movie. You guys know it's badass or else you wouldn't want to buy it. And I've been really excited to open this up, so I'm just going to open it up in front of you guys, with you guys. We could check it out together. Sorry if I start squealing a little because I'm so super excited. I am really excited for this. I think I really love the cover. And this is my first time getting a Second Sight. Wait, no, it's not. No, it's not. I'm sorry. I got Space Truckers was my first one. But this is like the first big one. I missed out on Dawn of the Dead, so I'm excited for this one. So let's get into it. So one thing I do want to do before we actually get into it is talk about how massive this thing is. So you can see the front here and the side. It's a sort of a J card. We'll go over the special features in a second. And there's the other side. You can see it actually says Drive, if you can make it out. And on top here, I don't know if the camera could pick it up, but there's actually like a distressed kind of, it almost looks like scratches on a silver car. So special features, these are things that are coming with all of them. It is a 4K master produced by Original Post-Production Company and approved by Refn. UHD presentation in Dolby Vision HDR graded by the film's original colorist, so the colors are probably going to look fantastic. UHD Dolby Atmos audio, new exclusive audio commentary by Refn, and the editor, Matt Newman, and composer Cliff Martinez, which is pretty cool because you guys know Cliff Martinez's score is fantastic. Cutting a Getaway, a new interview with Matt Newman, 3-point turns, a new video essay by Lee Singer. So it's got some stuff in there. It's not a whole lot, but it's got some stuff. Now, the stuff that you could only get with this edition, that's the limited edition stuff down here. It is a 240-page hardback book with new essays by Travis Crawford, Hannah Strong, Allison Taylor, Matthew Thrift, Simon Ward, Thomas Joseph Watson, and Emma Westwood, an exclusive new interview with author James Salas by Matthew Thrift, Original storyboards featuring behind the scenes photos, the original novel with exclusive new artwork, and 7 collector's cards. So let's take a look at what we've got here. So now, one thing I did hear is that these actually came damaged. A lot of people's got damaged because of the way that whatever they're shipping from the manufacturer, it's in a very thin cardboard. So a lot of them actually got damaged, even though the distributor handled them very well. Luckily, I seem to have gotten a very, very good one. Right away on the back, there's a little note from Refn. I'm not going to read it here, but let's keep moving along. So you open it up, and it comes in one of these guys. Kind of holds everything in there real nice. You can see, I'll put it right there. So let's just take out the first thing that I see. So first thing is this book. And this is the actual novel. And that's the new artwork that they gave it, the car. It's like the golden car. So you can take a look here. I never read the book. I think I read the first maybe 10 pages. And from what I understand, it's pretty different than the actual movie. But I'm excited to check it out anyway. I hear it's a pretty like tight neo-noir kind of thing. Alright, so moving along. Here is what holds the disc. It's his little watch. And it's 2 discs. It is the 4K disc and the Blu-ray disc. Nothing on the back. Here's the art cards. You got Ryan Gosling, Carey Mulligan, Oscar Isaac, Bryan Cranston, Albert Brooks, Ron Perlman, and Christina Hendricks. So those are your art cards. Really nice, really high quality. Look really, really good. Finally, we have the hardbound book, which this is all the essays, which I'm actually very excited about. As you know, if you follow this channel, I really, really like essay books. There's Carey Mulligan looking adorable as she always does. And I'm pretty excited to see what kind of film essayists they got to talk about Drive. There's the storyboards. It's kind of on a light pink paper. It's really cool looking. There's the interview with the author. And then back here, there's Carey Mulligan looking cute again. There's Rygaz. These are all the really nice glossy things back here. Let's talk about the score. Refn, talking about Refn and the film's influence on things after. And that is the book. So, let me pack this all up, and I'll give you my final impressions. Alright, so final impressions. Was this worth the $75+ that I spent to get it? Yes, absolutely. I haven't gotten one of these big old boxes from Second Sight yet. I really wish I'd been region free when Dawn of the Dead came out, because that's one of my favorite films of all time, but I wasn't, so I skipped it. I guess I wasn't forward thinking enough. But I'm happy. I'm very, very happy that I got Drive, because I love Drive. I love Refn. I think this is one of the prettiest packages I've seen in quite some time. It's only really worth it if you're like me and you want to deep dive into this movie. If you don't want to deep dive into it and you only kind of like, you have a cursory like for the movie, you kind of maybe sort of like the movie, I wouldn't go for it. If you want to read all the essays, if you want to read or maybe reread the novel that it was based on, then totally it's worth it. The one thing I will say it's missing, which I really kind of actually wanted here, was a poster. The art cards are cool. They're really nice quality, but man, I could have really gone for like a really fucking badass poster. But we didn't get one, so that's cool. That's the only thing that I could say that's like maybe lacking. But really, the stuff that I truly, absolutely care about, the essays and all that good stuff, as you guys know, I'm hyped to read those. I'm hyped for a deep dive into Drive again, and it'll probably get me going back and rewatching all of Refn stuff. Which reminds me, hopefully someday we'll get a box like this for the Pusher trilogy, and maybe they'll include Bleeders as a special feature. I don't know, but all four of those are fantastic. If you haven't seen them, you should go and check those out if you like Drive. So at the end of the day, absolutely buy it. In fact, this sold me on second sight, and I will definitely be searching out The Witch before it comes out. Their 4K super box treatment of The Witch. It's not going to be as big as this, but it still looks fantastic. So let me know what you guys think of it. Did you get it? Are you happy with it? Do you like it? Just fill up the comment section. Let me know. Just don't fight one another, all right? Let's not do that. Let's not get started that way. So, like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.